Shastri Guru and Pracharni Recessionary Paschata Dishatar. We have seen the mantra 1, right? Can everyone hear?
Yes, Prabhuji.
We finished mantra 1.
Yeah, 1 and 2 also last weekend.
I'll just recap on 2. Human life, actually, no. I'll take only 5-10 minutes for mantra 2. 1 minute. So they're all, these verses are all connected actually. You know, what is the mantra 1? Everything is owned by Krishna. Everything is owned by Krishna. So Krishna has allocated everyone a portion for himself. You know, so whatever portion is allocated to you, you should take it and um, just to use it and live comfortably. Perfect. That is verse 1. I just want to add just one story actually. You know, one man went to one long ago. One disciple went to beg because those days Gurukulas you need to go and beg. The guru will then you'll bring whatever you beg and give it to guru will tell, will tell you eat, then you'll eat. So one day then when this boy went to beg, he said bhavati bhikshandehi. Then one lady is coming, she's coming and he has been seeing her for so many years, but now she's different. She is big, she has become big in size. Her breasts are swollen, her stomach is big, and she came and gave him the alms, you know. Then he went back and told Guru Maharaj, I've been seeing this lady, she has been giving me, the grains. Today I saw her, she has big in size, she has become big in size, and her breasts are swollen, her stomach is big. What happened? Guru said she has become pregnant. She has become pregnant and uh, um, so she has become pregnant. There is a baby in her womb. Then Guru Maharaj, how is the baby fed? Oh, you don't know the nature of this creation and you don't know how God works. God arranges everything for everyone, you know. So there is a pipe from the mother, and at the pipe, from that pipe, he gets the food, nourishment. Really? Wow, God is uh, taking care of the baby so nicely. So I should not be worried for my thing. So Krishna takes care of me nicely. Should not be worried about. I should not be so worried about my maintenance. Then teacher said that is the right understanding. You know. So can I tell one more story similar to that?
Yes, please, Prabhuji.
Yes, please. So there was actually, in for us actually, Bhagavatam is ultimate, and Bhava commentary. Sridhar Swami is the one who wrote commentary on Srimad Bhagavatam called Bhavartha Deepika. Sridhar Swami, this happened probably maybe 17, 1800 years ago. It's very old. I really do not know exactly, but definitely few centuries, long, long ago. So Sridhar Swami was married. He was married, and but the calling was very intense from inside. Hey, leave the farm, leave the family, and go to forest, and dedicate your life to serving humanity. Then his worry was that who will take care of the family. I was thinking like that, but the calling was inside. Usually, this calling doesn't come to everyone. One in 1 crore also rare actually. So means that person will become the instrument of Krishna, and he'll serve the humanity. But okay, if I leave, who will take care? Who will take care of this? He's already married. I mean, we should not apply this because this happened so many centuries away, centuries long ago. Definitely, we should not apply this. So Sridhar Swami was lying on a bed, and he was thinking. In one hand, he is worried, and another hand, the calling is so intense. So as he was lying on his bed, so suddenly, he on the wall, he happened to see a lizard, and the lizard hatched the egg and gave birth to baby lizard. And the baby lizard came out. And the baby lizard came out, immediately one tiny insect landed before the baby lizard. This baby lizard jumped on the insect, ate the insect without falling on the ground. No, the lizards, right? They're stuck to the walls. You know, when Sridhar Swami saw that, wow, who told you know, the tiny insect to land close to this baby as a baby lizard, and who taught the baby lizard, this is your food, and you jump and eat without even falling on the ground. This is just born. And um, then he started meditating. Then he understood the insect life is over. Then Paramatma told the insect in the insect heart, just go and land before that. And the Paramatma in the heart of the baby lizard told, this is super soul. Oh, sorry, this is your food. Go and eat it. And Paramatma already trained the baby lizard how to stick to the wall, to the ceiling, and jump and eat without falling on the ground. Oh wow, Paramatma is in so much control. Then I should not be worried about my family. And when this thing has given so much confidence to Sridhar Swami, immediately left, and he went to the forest, did lot of tapasya, and he wrote his first commentary on Srimad Bhagavatam. That's what's called Bhavardipka. Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu and all our acharyas, they would refer, they would consider Sridhar Swami commentary as the highest actually. So, so uh, what is that? The second verse, um, it's very, very important. Why the suffering, so much suffering today, so many wars today? People are atheistic. Second chapter Bhagavad Gita, I mean third chapter Bhagavad Gita, 9th verse to 16th verse. Yajnardat karmanonyatra lokoyam karma bandhana tadardam karma kaunte mukta sangha samachara. Krishna has arranged food for everyone through the agency of devatas. Everyone is listening, right? You know.
Yes, Prabhuji.
Yes, Prabhu. So
Yes,
Krishna is
Prabhu.
arranging food for everyone through the agency of devatas. And Krishna is telling, what is that? Parasparam bhavayanta. You take care of, you serve the devatas, by offering sacrifices. Devatas being satisfied with your sacrifices. Devatas, you take care of the needs of humans. So when there is a mutual mutual give and take friendship, then the what is that prosperity happens in the human society. Prosperity happens in the human society. um, and he says, Krishna says, I have developed the system. एवं प्रवर्तितं चक्रम नानुवर्तयति है अगायुरिंद्रिया राग रामो मोगम पार्थ सजीवते. Prabhupada was speaking on this verse. Prabhupada said, hey, you are paying you are paying water bills, utility bills, you're paying bill, electricity, water bill. Why? Municipality says we are pumping the water, but municipality is not creating water. Though municipality is pumping water, you are paying the bills. Then why are you not paying bills to somebody who is creating water? The rains, you know. So you have to pay bills also. So Prabhupada says, it is not easy to do so Kali Yuga, because it's degraded. Just do Sankirtan Yajna. Yajna Sankirtan Arpanaya Rejanti Sumit 11th canto Srimad Bhagavatam. If you just do the Sankirtan Yajna, means chanting of the holy name, Hare Krishna mantra, and strictly follow four great principles and lead your life, and you means you are actually doing what Krishna has asked you to do, then all the things will be taken care. Your life is taken care. There is no misery. You know, even if you have done something wrong in the life, in the previous life, or in the beginning of life, don't worry. Because Krishna is the Father. He gives and forgives. So it's very important. You know, so Krishna is in control. The super soul is in control. Everyone is sleeping. Why insects are not going into our ears and killing everyone? Hare Krishna. So super soul is in that, that universal Vishwatma, you know. So Krishna's energies, Garbhodaya Vishnu, Mahavishnu creates the universes, and Garbhodaya Vishnu creates multiverse. Garbhodaya Vishnu maintain, he creates Brahma, who is an engineer, and Kshirodaksa Vishnu maintains, and Lord Shiva destroys. So there is food to take, food and maintenance, sustenance is given to every living entity, not just humans. But human life is very, very rare. What is the prerogative of human life? God life, God conscious life, Krishna conscious life. It means if you utilize human life to purify your existence, get rid of your impurities, you can go back to Godhead. Hare Krishna. That is the goal of human life. Not increase the unnecessary necessities of the human life and forget the goal of life. You know, forget the goal of life. Uh, Actually, this Yogi Bhajan went to Srila Prabhupada and said, Swamiji, we are teaching all this yoga, but you are teaching the correct yoga. Prabhupada, so he came, and because one organization of and Sanatana Dharma will not appreciate another organization. But Yogi Bhajan went out of organization and went and appreciated Prabhupada. Then Prabhupada said, if I am teaching the right thing, why are you not teaching it? Why are you cheating people? Prabhupada was heavy actually, you know. So that's it. The third chapter, Bhagavad Gita, the 16th verse, you know, karma bandha, yajnardat karmano. Sorry, third chapter, Bhagavad Gita, ninth verse, yajnardat karmano yatra lokayam karma bandhana. If you don't work, if you don't lead your life in accordance with the laws of Krishna, it will cause bondage. Bondage means you take birth again, birth again, birth again, birth again. One question you ask that will change your life. You want to know what the question is? Amrash, you want to know what that question is?
Yes, Prabhuji, please.
Prabhuji.
2 years
Yes,
before
Prabhuji.
taking birth, where were you? 2 years before taking birth, where were you? That's the
In
one question.
in another body, Prabhuji?
I know, but where is that family?
Mm.
Do you know them? They may be next door neighbors. You don't know. Every life we are very attached. What is the consequence? Another life, another life, another life. So, Shastra Chakshu, acquire the eyes of knowledge. You know? Rather than being very overwhelmed with the isms of this world, become God conscious. Srila Prabhupada says just if people, 1% of people in this world become Krishna conscious, world will change. Only 1%. Means out of 800 crores, 8 crore people become Krishna conscious. World will change. You know? So then what is that? You know, solution. And second chapter, second verse, we spoke about karma, karma, vikarma. You know, karma or sukarma means the prescribed duties according to Vedic injunctions. You know, the prescribed duties according to Vedic injunctions. Means do your duty as per Shastra, not whimsically, you know.
Hare Krishna Prabhu. What is the second question? One is 2 years before where you were, and what is the second question?
No, I asked only one question.
Oh, yeah, I thought you said two questions. Okay, right. Thank you.
No, I said, where were you 2 years before taking birth? Where
Okay.
is that family?
Oh, okay. Got it.
You know, do you know that family?
I don't know.
Even if they are your neighbors, you may not know them, you may not recognize them. That is what's transmigration.
Thank you.
It's happening based on karma. You know, karma is sukarma means prescribed duties in accordance with Shastra, but prescribed duties will give you only punya, pious activity. Means you either you'll enjoy in this world or in the next world. But as soon as that is over, then again you will come and take birth again. Kshena punye martalokam vishanti. And against the scriptural injunctions is sin. You'll go to the lower planetary, lower regions and suffer. But akarma, akarma means bhakti. Do bhakti yoga. Chant the holy name. Chant Hare Krishna mantra 16 rounds minimum. Follow strictly four regular principles. And preach if you can, as much as you can, or support the preaching. You know. Then that's it. Then you Krishna, you become in you are in the good books of Krishna. So, and if you lead your life like this, Prabhupada says you'll go back to Godhead, Hare Krishna. But understand, Krishna is in control. That Sridhar Swami story is very nice, actually. Similarly, the boy story is also very nice. If you want, I'll tell one more story, actually.
Yes, please, Prabhuji.
Yes, Prabhuji. So one day, one person I told many times, of course. One person went to again for begging, and there in one home, one lady was actually, she was grinding with a stone grinder. She was grinding the grains, and he started crying. When he saw that, a stone grinder means one rock and another rock in between. There is a hole. You will pull the grains, and you'll crush the with these two stones. You'll crush the grains. When he said that, when he saw that why he's crying, his guru came. Why are you crying? Guru Maharaj, see how Maya is actually grinding the grains. The top rock is the top stone is daytime. The bottom stone is nighttime. So Maya is actually pouring the living entities. Means the grains Maya is comparing with Maya and crushing them, making them powder and pushing them into cycle of birth and death. Guru appreciated his intelligence and understanding of things, and he said, "But if you open it up, the grains that are close to the pivot, the tiny wooden piece, they are not ground. In other words, those people who have taken shelter of spiritual master and practicing bhakti yoga, they are not ground by Maya. How many of you have seen? How many of you have experienced?
Yes, Prabhuji.
Hmm. So those people who used to have stone grinders, they can see this. So it is imperative that we lead Krishna conscious life. It's not just Bhakti Shastri. It's very important actually. Strictly follow 4 principles. Even if somebody mocks at you, that's okay. Maya is mocking at them. The people don't understand. But the power of illusion, they pursue the external things. There is actually a verse in first canto Srimad Bhagavatam. The person who is very absorbed with material affairs, material energy is very pramatta, very active. Time will overtake them. Time will overtake them and they're pushed into the next body, forcefully ejecting from the present body. Indriya avriyate naktam baba yena vaya vaya. Divecharda hai rajan kutum varanenava. What does this mean? It means person who cannot control his life. In the daytime he'll work very hard, in the night time he enjoys sense enjoyment. That way whole day and night is wasted in the maintenance of the family. But there is no Krishna in that. Then what happens? The time comes, immediately he is ejected out of the body. When he's being ejected out of the body, oh, my son, my daughter, my, then again they'll come back again. One should know the goal of life. So one should perform a life pleasing to Krishna. That is second verse. This is the third verse. So if you live like that, if Krishna conscious life, even if you live few billion years, there's no problem. Everyone unmute and we'll recite the third verse.
Asurya nama teloka andenata masavritaha tamste pretya pigachanti ye kechama hanojanaha.
Asurya namate loka andene tam savrita tamste pretya vigachanti kechatma hanojanam. The killer of the soul, whoever he may be, must enter into the planets known as the worlds of faithless, full of darkness and ignorance. The previous verse says, the advantage of God conscious life. I have one more question for the previous verse. You have led a God conscious life, what will happen?
We'll either go back to Godhead, or if we are not ready, we take another birth in a favorable family for Krishna consciousness.
Very nice. So, okay, there is one more situation. Either you'll go back to Godhead, if you have not attained 100% success, 100% purification, then you will take birth in what?
Aristocrat family.
Huh?
Aristocrat family.
And
great Vaishnavas. From day one we start chanting.
so, if you are fully purified, you'll go back to Godhead. If not, you'll take birth if your bhakti is not so great in the previous lives, you'll take birth in a rich family. Life is not a struggle. Or you'll take birth in a devotee family. You will continue bhakti from day one. Thank you, Prabhu. That's it. Now, so there is no loss doing bhakti in this life. I'm sure many of you experienced your life has become better. How many of you agree? Your life has become much better.
Yes, Prabhuji, for sure.
Yes,
Sure, Hari
Yes,
bol.
Prabhuji.
So, life has become better. What if can you believe there is no greed, there is no envy, there is no lust? Wow, you're like a liberated soul. You're, all the bliss in the world is in your face only, in you only. Natural. Excuse me. So then what if you don't do that? 1 minute. So Asurya namate loke andene tamsavrata tamste pratyabhigachanti eke chatpa hanojala. So in this third verse, divine and demoniac, 16th chapter Bhagavad Gita speaks of this. Isopanisad is also touching it. So divine and demoniac. Who are divine people, godly people? Who are they? People who lead. People who lead God conscious, Krishna conscious life. Means what? Can somebody give me an example? What is Krishna conscious life?
Siddhim Haridosanam Prabhu. Our thoughts, words, and action should please Krishna and his devotees.
Okay, fine. Thank you, bro. Very nice. Anybody else?
To try to be an instrument of Krishna and nothing else.
Okay.
Surrender to Krishna.
Ma?
Keeping Krishna in the center of our lives, Prabhuji.
Okay. Anybody else?
Having godly qualities and accepting the authority of the Lord.
Yes. Anyone?
Loving Krishna.
Surrendering to Guru.
Yes, definitely. Last one.
Hare Krishna Prabhu, go back to Godhead.
Go back to God. Amazing. Basically, God, Krishna conscious life means follow strictly four principles, follow the principles given by Parampara system, Srila Prabhupada and the Acharyas and spiritual master, strictly follow the bhakti process and chant your round sincerely and lead a Krishna conscious life. And if possible, you can do the preaching also. There's nothing wrong. So, basically the aim of their life is to go back to Godhead. Napnivanti Mahatmanam Samsiddhim Paramangate. So, as you go higher and higher and higher, it'll become more and more serious. It's very important actually. One should have a goal. What is the goal?
To please Krishna and his devotees.
Okay.
Do bhakti lifetime after lifetime.
Yes.
Do service to Guru.
Okay. So anyway, we all discussed this. So the aim of life is to go back to Godhead. Prabhuji said that samsiddha haridoshanam. And uh, you accept whatever the quota is given to you, and follow the regulated principles, follow the process given by Parampara, Srila Prabhupada and Guru, spiritual master, and samsiddha haridoshanam. Your goal of life is to please Krishna. See Krishna in everyone's heart and serve them. Fantastic. So then what about demoniac? Who are they? Demoniac means materialists. For them there is no God. Who is God? What is the goal of life? Enjoy. I am this body. Okay. Hardworking materialists. Who are they? Hardworking materialists. Why? Why are they called hardworking materialists? Huh?
Because they labor only for the body.
The work is hard, but result is less. They get more.
Because they are neglectful of the value of human life.
Yes. That's perfectly fine. Basically, hardworking materialists, for them, life means I am this body, let me enjoy, let me gratify my senses. And uh, uh, that's it. Goal of life is eating, mating, sleeping, and defending. Acquire as much as you can and enjoy, enjoy, enjoy. That's it. So, um, in the case of godly, I mean, they're called suras, devatas, So they're cognizant of the responsibility. So actually, we are part and parcel. Indra Prabhu says part and parcel means we are partners. Partners of Krishna's. Partners means we have every right to be part and we are right. We have every right to be partners of Krishna Lila. So why are they called suras? They do the job of Krishna. So their aim is तद्विष्णो परमं पदं सदा पश्यन्ति स्वर्या देवी चक्षुरदं तद्विप्ना स्वविपन्यो जागिरोंस समिन्दत विष्णु यत्परिष्णो यत्परमं पदम. So the goal of devatas is to attain the lotus feet of Krishna. The goal of life is Krishna, and their acting is according to his laws. They're acting according to his laws. And can you see this? Why should we be godly? Because when we are in different species, Bhagavatam says Krishna has created 8.4 million living entities. When he created 8 million living entities, cat, dog, beast, bird, reptile, he was not happy. But when he created human life, he was very happy because human life is endowed with intelligence. Human life is endowed with the intelligence to attain the lotus feet of Krishna, breaking the cycle of birth and death. When he created it, and he became very happy. So then Bhagavatam, this Isopanisad gives, ocean is like, the material world is considered a motion. Our body is considered like a boat. And, you know, Vedic scriptures, acharyas, the teachers, they are called boatmen, captain. Actually, Guru is called captain. And other facilities, they are like breezes. So when everything is available, then reach the other side of the ocean. Means Krishna Loka. Go back to Godhead. You know? So why we are given high facilities? Actually, sometimes, I used to live in Yurnavan. In the winter months, 1-2 feet snow. Suddenly the deers would come from nowhere and they would dig. So they would go and dig. What is that? And try to get the grass, which is actually dry grass, which is wet. They would eat it. Hare Krishna. So sad. No, but in our case, when it is very cold, we'll switch on the heat. When it is very hot, we'll switch on the AC. Why so much facility is given? Because we are given with so much intelligence to become free from cycle of birth and death. We can solve all the problems of life. But if we pursue, if we pursue God consciousness, today, everyone is in, actually nowadays that, recently I was chanting, my health is not good. I came to India, chanting, and one bull, only one bull doesn't do anything. How long can it eat, just silent like this. And, uh, and one horse, they have only four things. They eat, they sleep, they mate, and they defend. You know, wow. But human life, you can do a lot for Krishna, for yourself. Prabhupada in his life, he preached extensively. Prabhupada is an ecstasy, going everywhere, telling everyone, you're not this body, you're a spirit soul. And Prabhupada is writing here, government officer is given a lot of facilities because he has high responsibility, versus a clerk. Likewise, human life is given a lot of responsibility. But we are utilizing it to to improve the standard of human life and forgetting Krishna at the expense of Krishna, which is not right. Fikri, you know. So, what is that? Asuri namate lek andhene tamsavruta. They have no idea, no interest. For eyebrows, there are 100 products. For hair, there are 100 products. Everyone is going with tamoguna nowadays. Everyone is growing beard. Wearing recently, what is that? They were wearing torn jeans. Hare Krishna. They are very neglectful of human responsibility. Who are they called? Asuras, demons. Atma, soul killers. Or Atma Sambhavita, same thing. Despite giving, despite all the facilities, they are not utilizing human life. Hare Krishna. Why are they called soul killers? Because though they are given so many facilities, they're not utilizing it. What is the goal of human life? Sambandha, establish connection with Krishna. Establish connection with Krishna. Sincerely chant. Your children, bring them up in Krishna consciousness. Give them Krishna. And your duty as parents is definitely done when you make your children Krishna conscious. There are some people, every year they change the car. As they your life, by having a new car, your life is better. Hare Krishna. Okay, humans have a lot of intelligence. What is that used for? AI, BACA. What do they use? Greed. Somebody said recently, when you go to artificial intelligence, I want this picture. But Krishna, when you say, Krishna says, Krishna can create a planet. A can create a image of the planet. Krishna can really create a planet. That is absolute intelligence. But ours is artificial intelligence. Hare Krishna. What do you think? So, uh, so many products. They have no idea. Enjoy as long as you can. Even if the elections are there 4 5 years, oh, enjoy, no problem, no problem, no problem. Earlier they would, now they are throwing their mud on each of them. A speaks ill of B speaks ill of A. How many of anybody, any ruler has to take 1/6 karma of the citizens. This is Kali Yuga. One lecture I heard, if they really know, they'll fall at others' feet and say, no, no, you become the president. You become the president. Hare Krishna. Time is running out. People, just, temple, people just come. Thousands of people, they can just cell phone and click the pictures. A chant one round, it takes only 8 minutes. No, 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 we are busy. Busy what? Talking about relatives. One devotee told me, they're all his fathers are all educated. My father and uncles from IITs. The mother would make a cup of, would make tea in the morning, and she would give tea to everyone, and they would talk. Hours and hours they would talk about the different people in the village. They are like that, they are like that, they are like that, they are like that. He said eventually his father died. The grandmother would make only 4+1, 5 cups of tea. Then one more wicket fall, one more person dies, then 3 cups of tea plus one. But they don't realize that time will come to me and I need to wake up. That is Maya. Avidya. Because of ignorance, envy. Envy and come to the program, not interested. Naturally. A person who tries to enjoy senses, his finer brain tissues won't develop. Then naturally they're not interested in spiritual life. And they're always covered by illusion. And nowadays also in the internet, there is a lot of, bogus religions. You're the maker of your own destiny. One day I was distributing books in Detroit. And one person said, What is this? I said, we are distributing these books and it is mantra. Please repeat after me. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Ram Ram.
Ram Ram Hare Hare.
He said, I also have mantra. What is that? I'm maker of my destiny. I'm maker of my destiny. I'm maker of my destiny. Hare Krishna. I'm maker of my destiny. Means he is trying to infuse in his mind. He is the maker of his destiny. He is not the maker of his destiny. So the point is, all these artificial religions, the Facebook 2-3 minutes, you do this, your life is better. Take control of your life. Maya is very powerful, superly powerful. Prior to independence, India was very good. But now, after 75 years after independence, India is not. That's why this civilization is called a soul-killing civilization. It's called a soul-killing civilization. 1 minute. The godly people, what will happen? They'll go back to Godhead. This Mataji, Kulangana Mataji, she was actually in London temple. She made Sandesh to Radha Gokulananda. I don't know whether Radha Gokulananda or Radha Londoneshwar. But naturally, old age takes over. Life is difficult for anyone, but still she pursued making Sandesh to Krishna. And eventually, she became sick. They thought she was in coma. Doctor was trying to wake her up. She said, why are you disturbing me when I'm meditating on Krishna? Wow, don't disturb me. I'm meditating on Krishna. Amazing. So, if you as a devotee you become successful, you'll go back to Godhead. Antikale chmame swaran muktava kalevram viprayat samudbhavam yatina statra samsaya. If that does not work, then what happens? Either you'll go back to Godhead or you'll take birth in a devotee family or you'll take birth in a rich family. Hare Krishna. If not, if you take birth in demonic family,
Prabhuji, I have a question.
1 minute.
Oh, sorry.
So, this, what is that? Asurya Namata Elaka, Andhena Tamsavrata. So, demonic people, they become degraded. Today, universities are telling, make money, you'll be happy. If you have sex life, you'll be happy. If you have money, you'll be happy. Hare Krishna. You're working in Google, and as I said many times, you become a plant in Google. What is that previous? What is the use of such a high previous life? Or if you're condemned to hellish planets, what is the use? Today, because of capitalism, you know, so many people are hungry actually. Why should there be wars? Very interesting phenomenon observed. Michigan ants, they work only, if I'm right, 5 months. They don't work 7 months, they enjoy. I don't know how many of you have seen. 7 months holidays. Indian ants, for them, 4 months holidays. Wow. How many people, how many animals you have seen working in the night? Huh? But today, humans, they work late nights, production support, artificial life. At the age of 30, what is that? Diabetes. Why? So much stress. Forget about next life. This life itself is so much suffering. So the point I'm making is, one should utilize human life, human form, to pursue self-realization and attain love of God. It's very important. What is the question, Mataji?
Sorry. If you're born in a wealthy and aristocratic family when you're unsuccessful, then do we lose bhakti?
Bhakti once gained is never lost. Piety, punya, or sin, papa, those bank accounts, they are lost. But little bit you attain bhakti, it is never lost. Swalpam apyasya dharmasya, traite mahatobhayat. But of course, if you offend devotees, it is covered. If you offend devotees, timing, it is covered. Understanding?
So, Prabhuji, in wealthy, so if unsuccessful, there are two. So, one option is spiritually advanced and respectable Brahmin family. That if that is not the one, the other one is the wealthy and aristocratic family. So, I don't know. Is there any way for progression in bhakti in that area of wealthy and aristocratic option? Prabhuji, I'm not able to.
You're not able to what?
To understand that the bhakti that we have attained, this will be with us, but will it help in our progression in bhakti, even though if we are born in a wealthy family?
If you're in a healthy family, will your
Wealthy
bhakti?
family, yeah.
If you're in a healthy family, irrespective of what family you are, your bhakti is saved, Mataji. Whatever bhakti you earn, that is eternal. That is not destroyed. First thing you should understand. Clear or not?
Are there any chances to fall back from there then, Prabhuji?
Okay, so if you offend devotees, you'll come back and take birth. If you do Vaishnava Prada, that bhakti is temporarily covered. That's what I said.
Okay.
But it is never lost. The moment you become free from that, the effects of Vaishnava Prada, offense to the devotees, it'll come back again. Like you have a lot of money in the bank, but you forgot the password. What happens? You have to go through the banker to be able to show your identity, and you have to prove your identity. Then they'll give you allow to change passwords, and again they'll give you access. Likewise, it'll take some time. So likewise here also, bhakti once attained is never lost. Any type of any amount of bhakti. But if we offend devotees, timing it is covered. What do you think?
Yes, Prabhuji. Okay.
Prabhuji, I think the question is if the wealthy family, that means either they are busy in enjoying what they have, or they are busy in activities that they have, or they are like
Speak
already.
loud, Prabhuji, I'm not clear.
Can you hear me, Prabhuji?
Speak on the mic. I think you are on. Speak. Hello?
Can you hear now, Prabhu? Can you hear now, Prabhu?
Yeah.
Okay. So the point is like if we are there, if we take birth in a aristocratic family, whether we are enjoying with the facilities already given, or we are busy with the activities that we are have to supposed to do as an aristocratic family, like maybe businesses, jobs, or whatever. So if they are busy, how will they get reminded of bhakti, or how will they take out that like action, like they jump into the action of bhakti? Like it's tough, right? That is what I felt like that is.
Yes, Prabhuji. Yeah, because if you're given a lot of facilities, like you're rich, then you may forget Krishna, and there are chances of falling back more.
No, Prabhu, in between I missed Prabhu. I'm sorry. Connection. Can you repeat again? I'm sorry.
Yeah, the point is like if they are in a rich family, either
Hmm.
they are enjoying the facilities by default that they get through that family, or
Hmm.
they will be busy in that family business or the kind of things that they are doing, and they might miss or they might start the bhakti, or it is like they are in a situation they might not start the bhakti, or they might not do the bhakti, right? So
That's the question. Yeah, Prabhuji, this is the thing. If you have got this wealth purely because of bhakti, you will become a devotee in the next life. You will continue from where you left off. But you have got this wealth because of punya, pious activity, that will be distractive. To the extent you are devotee in the previous life, that much extent you will continue in the next life. To the extent you have acquired this money through piety, that much extent there is a possibility of distraction. Okay?
I mean, about the money, wealth, it is good, but about the bhakti, Prabhu, like bhakti, how will we, like, are we sure? I mean, wealth will spoil everything, right? The bhakti may not start immediately.
Actually, that's why it said, Suchnam Shri Matangahi Yoga Prashtabhyayate. If you are a great devotee in the previous life, you'll take birth in a devotee family, Prabhu. Your father will take you to temple day one. But if you are not such a great devotee, you'll take birth in a rich family. Because if you take birth in a poor family, maintenance itself is difficult. So Krishna arranges, you know. So Krishna arranges. So suddenly one day you go to college, then uh, then you get to hear Kirtan, but none of your friends are attracted, but you're attracted. So up to that point, you don't know you're not Krishna conscious at all. I'm sure we have so many examples like that. So likewise, you know, um, a devotee taken birth in a rich family means, yes, there is definitely room for distraction. Um, but if you take birth in, that's actually in Bhagavad Gita it is mentioned, if you take birth in a devotee family, Prabhupada says that birth is rare. I've taken birth in a devotee family, my Guru Maharaj has taken birth in a devotee family. Means that birth is very rare, means they are very advanced in the previous lives. You're understanding? But if you take birth in a devotee, a rich family, there's a possibility for distraction. It means they are not great devotees in the previous life. What do you think?
So that is the
That
situation.
is scary, Prabhuji. That's what it is.
Yeah, that is situation, no doubt. So it means that's why when somebody is rich, when they hear this, they should utilize their facilities to become Krishna conscious rather than being distracted. What do you think? For example, people like Amrish Prabhu. Prabhupada told Amrish Prabhu, 1975 in Detroit. Prabhupada said, it's written, there's a big temple. Advait Mandir is going to come in Mayapur. Then Amrish Prabhu asked, Prabhupada, who will build? Prabhupada said, you will build. Everyone laughed like a joke. So Amrish Prabhu also laughed. Then Prabhupada came back to Mayapur. He did the groundbreaking ceremony and he left the world. So 25 years later, Amrish Prabhu one day it stuck to him. Prabhupada said this, I will build it. But I have everything facility. My life is running out. In 70s he must be 25, but in 2000 he was already 50. When you touch 50, naturally, what happens? Your body will understand. Your body will not last long. Then he woke up and he started working very hard. What is very important is waking up and working very hard. But of course, one thing is there, time is lost. Some of us came to Krishna consciousness when we were 15, some came in 20s, some came to Krishna consciousness 40s. Time is over. Time is, so people who came to Krishna consciousness 40 time, there is little time left to attain the perfection. But if you understand the time is left, you'll become one should become exceptionally serious because there is not so much time left. Second thing is you're in the material world for a long time without being Krishna conscious. So there is a material taste. To undo that, it takes time again. What do you think? Agree?
Yes, Prabhu. Thank you, Prabhu.
Yes, thank you, Prabhu.
Any question or comment? Otherwise, we'll end it actually.
Hare Krishna, Prabhu. Prabhu, you mentioned that if we offend the devotees, then bhakti will cover. Can you just explain on that?
Naturally, so somebody asked, when you do bhakti, will it ever be lost? When you do bhakti, it's once bhakti is attained, it is never lost. Like you did last life 10% or 90%. So 90% means it will continue from next life 91%. But are you have attained 99%, you're ready to go. But then you offend a devotee. Or you get into Maya for some reason. Then that is covered. Maharaj Bharat, he attained Bhava stage. He attained Bhava stage. Ready to go back to Godhead. He would see Vasudev once in a while. But then what? Deer came and distracted him. So likewise, when we offend devotees, we we deviate. When we offend devotees, our intelligence will become loose. Maya will become strong. Mind will become strong. Mind means Maya, of course. Then what happens? We will not. We'll slacken on our bhakti. Then we'll fall down. Then the bhakti is covered. We get doubts. We get doubts, and we will not. When we get doubts, we don't speak. Then we slowly, what happens? We become weak in our practices. What do you think?
Prabhu, just follow-up question on it. Did we lose that bhakti then whatever we did, as you mentioned that we did 98%, then did we lose all that bhakti or what exactly?
We don't lose, but it is covered. The senses become strong. My mind is Maya. It is inside only, not that outside. What is mind? Mental energy only. What is senses? Mental energy only. So she's everywhere. She just covers us. Don't go to Mangalarti. Chodo, every year I attended for 20 years. then you start judging others. You start losing faith on scriptures. You start losing faith on Harinam. Actually, it will not happen overnight. It happens slowly. What do you think?
Yes, Prabhu. Thank you so much for explaining.
It's like a bank account is there, but password is lost.
That's it. I agree.
So, Prabhuji, just a follow-up with that, then how do we get back on the bhakti?
How do we get back on bhakti? Just serve devotees. Just serve devotees. Go and if you think you have offended somebody, just go and fall at their feet. And please ask for forgiveness. It's very important. And do menial service. Very important. See Amrish Maharaj episode. Krishna said, Chakra is mine, but I don't have control. Amazing. Chakra is Krishna's own chakra, but he's telling I don't have control. Then Dorasmuni said, who has control? Who has control? Who has control?
Amrish Maharaj.
That's it. Only one person has control on chakra. Only one person can save you. Amrish Maharaj can save you. Just go back where the problem started. Actually, one lecture, Rampaswami said this. All these Hare Krishna devotees, they have sufficiently chanted to go back to Godhead. For some reason, they have not gone back to Godhead means only one reason. Vaishnava Aparad. Vaishnava or Vaishnavi Aparad, of course. Okay. We'll go to the fourth verse. Anejadakam anejad ekam manaso jabiyo.
तेजत एकं मनसो जवियो
Nainadeva apnuvan purumar arsat.
नैनदेवा
Apnuvan
अर्षत्
Nainadeva apnuvan purum arshat.
Nayinadeva
Purnamarshad.
Tadhavatonian atyedi tishtat. Tasminapo matarishva dadati. Although fixed in is above, the personality of God is swifter than the mind and can overcome all others running. The powerful demigods cannot approach him. Although in one place he controls those who supply the air and rain, he surpasses all in excellence. Hare Krishna. So, Brahma Samhita 5.34, what is that? Pantastu koti satavatsara sampragamyo payuratapi manaso manipungavanam sopyashtiyat prabhudasimna vichintya tatve govindamadi purusham tamaham bhajami. Even if you travel with the speed of mind for millions and millions and millions of years, you cannot attain Krishna. He is so how do we know the Lord? Fourth verse. Position and potency of Krishna. Krishna has inconceivable potency. Supreme personality of Godhead. Krishna is enjoying in Goloka. That is all pervasive. Parasha Saktar Vivadeva Sruvite Swabhavik Jnana Balakriyacha. So he is very far, but he is very close. I have a question for everyone. How Krishna is very far? Goloka is present. How Krishna is very close?
As a Paramatma, he is in the heart.
That's it. As Paramatma is the closest. As Krishna is the farthest. But he is everywhere. How? How he is everywhere?
Brahman effulgence?
Brahman effulgence is there in the metal world?
I thought it's there in every atom, Prabhuji.
Shiro
No?
Dakshay Vishnu.
Of course, Anantarastha Paramana Jayantarastham Govindamadi Purusham, that verse is there.
Shiro Dakshay Vishnu.
What is that?
Shiro Dakshay Vishnu.
But where is Kshiradaksa Vishnu?
Paramatma.
In the form of Paramatma, he is everywhere, no doubt. Actually, today is Advaita Acharya appearance day. Advaita Acharya Sarvatah Panipadam, that verse, how is God everywhere? So Lord Chaitanya appeared in his dream and said, don't worry, Advaita Acharya, break your fast. I'll tell you when you are ready. That time Lord Chaitanya was not even born. Then during Mahaprakash Leela, Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu told Advaita Acharya, Advaita Acharya, remember, how is that God is everywhere? So that verse, Sarvata Panipadam Tatta, Sarvatakshi Siramukam. So that I am everywhere in the form of my hands and legs are everywhere. That is Paramatma. That is a Paramatma. Material world, Krishna is present in the form of his energies. Material energy. For those people liberated, the spiritual energy. Spiritual world is covered with the Brahman effulgence. But of course, between every atom is there, within every atom is there. Unmanifest, of course.
So what is that called, Prabhuji?
Which one, Amma?
When he is there in every atom, what is that called?
No, he's there in every atom means basically, what is the thing? Matter cannot, so second kind of Bhagavatam. Krishna is present in this world in his universal form. So the matter, for the matter to stay together, you need that energy. That is Krishna's energy.
Okay, Prabhuji. Thank you.
So, but of course, Krishna says, I'm the taste of the water, the taste of the water, that's one place it said that, basically Krishna and Brahman are different, of course, but yes, Krishna operates by his energies. Krishna is directly connected to this world through energies, but Krishna is non-different from his energy. That is the difference between Krishna and us. Many times I said, you have a car, you have a home, are you different from your car? Yeah, you have a bank account. Are you different from your bank account? Yes or no?
Yes, Prabhuji.
Yes, Prabhuji.
Are you different from your home? Yes or no?
Yes, Prabhuji.
Are you different from your car? Yes or no?
Yes,
Yes.
Prabhuji.
But with Krishna, he is non-different from his home, Vrindavan. Krishna and Vrindavan non-different. And he and his Krishna is non-different from his energies. His bank account, his cars, everything is non-different. So how? That is Achintya Bheda Tattva. Simultaneously one and different. The Baldev Vidya Bhushan says this. Achintya. The word Achintya is there. When you cannot understand this. Achintya inconceivably, one and at the same time different. How at the same time is one and different? Achintya, that you cannot understand. Inconceivable potency. So, in the form of Vegas, Krishna is present in Gola Vrindavan, but through his energies, he is everywhere. But he is not different from his energy. That's why he can present himself at any time, at any second. Parasha Saktir Vividaiva Sriyate Swabhavaki Jnana Balakriya Cha. For example, Prabhupada says, sun and sunlight. In the form of sunlight is all pervasive. But in the form of sun, he is in one place. Listening, right? So, what is that? That's why Krishna, wherever Krishna wants to appear, he can appear in next second. But Krishna is very far. But his energies are unlimited. I was telling, if you want, I can give an example.
Yes, Prabhuji.
Okay, what is the weight of sun or moon? Let us take moon first. We are all seeing moon as a half crescent moon. People write slokas also, poems also. Wow, beautiful moon. And it comes and it kind of comes in the eastern horizon, disappears in the western horizon. Sun comes in the eastern horizon, disappears. How do you deal with them? Let us be honest. Don't we deal with them like balls? Basketball, volleyball, like that? Huh? Do we deal with them like anything else? A big planet. Do we think like that? Honestly speaking, we don't think. Such a big planet on our head. If you think like that, you'll have fear actually. But Krishna, you are right, people, so many kavis are writing poems on that. But Krishna is operating it. It's going with such a speed. Forget about anything. Earth, it is rotating with 108,000 kilometers per hour. 100, if any car drives, somebody drives at 150 kilometers, 150 miles, you will hold. You will not sing any duets actually. But see the material world. Earth is hanging in the air. We don't have any fear it will fall down. Moon is hanging in the air. Sun is hanging in the air. Agree or not? In one lecture I heard, one cloud which is on your top is enough to flood this entire Michigan. Everyone is listening or not?
Yes, Prabhuji.
Yes, Prabhuji.
Yes, Prabhuji.
So that cloud, you cannot make a hole and take the water out of it. The aeroplanes will be flying. What is cloud? Some dust and water vapor. Wow, what a technology, yeah? Nobody can puncture the cloud and take water. But when it rains, when the cool breeze comes, it will liquefy. In the winters, it will snow. In the summers, it'll rain as water. Wow. Are you listening?
Yes, Prabhuji.
Yes, Prabhuji.
So one should develop faith on this. Earth is rotating so fast, still you are doing your things. Moon is rotating so fast, Earth is rotating so fast. But who is operating it?
Krishna?
That's it. When Krishna is operating it, have faith and become his devotee. Then, what is that? Position and potency of Krishna. I have a request. Give me some more proofs. The position and proofs of Krishna's potency. All the planets are floating in the air. Hare Krishna. All the plants are floating in the air. But you don't see them falling down. What are the three principal energies Krishna has? Huh? What are the three principal energies Krishna has?
Internal, external, and marginal energies, Prabhuji.
What are the in Sanskrit words?
Para, apara, and tatastha.
Para prakriti, apara prakriti, and
Tatastha, Prabhuji.
that's it. So Tatastha is Jiva, Para Prakriti is spiritual energy, Apara Prakriti is metal energy. Amazing. You know? So, how is Krishna is absolute? Krishna does not age beyond 15, 16. You know, that is Kishore. Krishna doesn't age beyond. So, there is a verse in Bhagavad Gita. What is that? Ajopisan aviyatna bhutanam ishwarapisan prakriti swami dishtaya sambhavami atmaya. Arjuna have no birth. Aviyatma. There is no destruction. You know, Prakriti Swam is I create through my internal energy. Sambhavami Atmamaya. You know, so Krishna is absolute. Partatva. Devi Devatas are different, Krishna is different. You know? So, who will explain Krishna's greatness? If you want to know Krishna's greatness, read 10th chapter of Bhagavad Gita. You know? Of the commanders, I am Kartikeya. Of the Rudras, I am Shiva. Of Adityas, I am Vishnu. And moving, non-moving entities, I am Himalayas. You know? You remember them or not? So, and finally Krishna says at the end, Atava bhavanetena kimyatena tava arjuna vistabhyam idam krishnam ekam sena sthito jigat. Arjuna, what do you want me to speak out my opulence? With a tiny fragment, I cover this entire cosmic manifestation. Hare Krishna. Ekam sena sthito jigat. Anything great you see, it is my limit. Yadyat vibhuti matsatvam srimat orjitam eva tatat evamagacchatyam mamatij amsa sambhava. Whatever great, whatever wonderful, whatever things you see around, it is nothing but my tiny spark of splendor. So can you speak some great things about Krishna? Who will add?
Prabhuji, like sloka, aham sarvasya Prabhu, matta
Aham sarvasya Prabhu. Perfect. Krishna is telling, I am the source of material and spiritual worlds. And one more. Very nice, Amma. Thank you.
Matta paratara nanya kinchidaschi dhananjaya.
That's it.
No truths are superior than me,
Exactly.
Arjuna.
Perfect. There is no superior truth beyond me. That is another verse. Matta Partarnanya. And what else? Both are very nice.
He is the seed-giving father of all living entities.
Yes. Tasham Brahma Mahadhyana Raham Bija Pradapita. The seed-giving father of all the living entities. Very nice. And
Prabhuji, can Janma Karma Chame Divyam also?
yes, just by knowing Krishna's birth and activities are transcendental, we don't have birth again. Just understand Krishna's birth and activities are transcendental. Then you don't need to take birth again. Wow. Any other things? So next week I'll ask, what are the great things, vibhutis of Krishna given in 10th chapter of Bhagavad Gita, given in Uddhava Gita of Bhagavad Gita, Uddhava Gita of 11th canto. Uddhav Gita Krishna covers little more. And 10th chapter, there are some, no doubt. So we'll see the 4th verse again next week. What are the Krishna's potencies, opulences? Any question or comment? Otherwise, we'll end it.
So, Hare Krishna Prabhuji, last week you said you'll tell us whether we'll have 2 assignments and 2 tests for Isopanisad.
What is that?
So last week you said you'll tell us whether we can divide Isopanisad into 2 assignments and 2 tests, each 9 verses, or whether we'll have only a single assignment and test.
What do you want? I think, there are 2 assignments and 2 tests.
Yes, Prabhuji, 2 will be better. We can concentrate better.
Yeah, 2.
Thank you, Prabhuji.
Thank you. So next week I'll ask, my request, please read 10th chapter Bhagavad Gita or Uddhav Gita of Bhagavad Gita, Uddhav Gita of 11th canto. Krishna says the opulence is there. And please come and discuss. As soon as we finish 9 verses, probably, what is Nikunjwar bro, can we send assignment immediately?
Yeah.
That way they can start working on the assignment.
Yes.
Panchakalpatarubhishu Kripa Sindhubhyo च पतितानां पावनेभ्यो वैष्णवेभ्यो नमो नमः अनन्तगत वैष्णव श्रील प्रभुपाद की जय. I'm ending it now.
Thank you so much, Prabhuji.
Thank you, Prabhuji.
Prabhuji, Hare
Thank you
Krishna.
so much.
Prabhuji. Thank you.
Thank you.